Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to compare the Carina 60 Espadrilles by Castaner and my Espadrilles wedges from H&M. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing super well today. I'm so excited because I'm coming to you with a new video, very summer related, and it's gonna be me comparing my two favorite spring-summer shoes ever, my Castaners and my H&M wedges. If you're not subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe. It's the red button below and it's 100% free. It means a lot to me as usual. But anyways, today I'm gonna go through the pros and the cons of my two favorite wedges. One is a bit more of a premium brand with a premium price tag, and the other one is a fast fashion brand with obviously a pretty nice and cheap price tag to it. So let's get going into the review. I will also link all the different models and colors of the shoes that I'm showing, so if you want to shop the H&M wedges or the Castaner wedges, you can click the links below. So I'm gonna start by talking quickly about why I got these shoes and how much time I've been wearing them, a bit of the story behind it. Then I'm gonna get into the comfort and the style of the shoes and compare both of them. I'll obviously mention the price tag because that's a really key element in today's video. And finally, I'll give you my overall recommendation and opinion. So to start really quickly with my little H&M ones right here. These ones, I got them in Milan when I was studying there. I got them at the H&M in Milan in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, spring 2019. I wore them like crazy over summer, and I wore them also last year in 2020 when we're allowed to go out a bit. And this year, I didn't get to really wear them much because the weather was really bad, and then I actually bought the Castaner wedges, which I've been wearing much more. So that's why these ones haven't been worn lately, but I've definitely had a lot of times that I wore those, so I have a lot to say about them. And these ones, I bought them in March this year, and I filmed an unboxing video in the month of May, I believe. I will link it around the screen so you can go check it out if you're interested to see the unboxing. It's quite interesting, and I talk about a few things related to the price, related to the style, etc. So that's quickly about that, and I've been wearing them for the past 2 months like crazy. I've been really wearing them a lot because I really like them. Obviously both pairs, I love them so much. So that's quickly just to explain about that. I got them on Net-a-Porter, by the way, so I will link them below as well. So related to the style, which is going to be the first thing we're gonna see together. As you can see, these shoes are all like, they're really similar. Basically, the H&M one is definitely a dupe of the Castaner wedges. That's a certainty. It's a great way to get a similar style for a better price tag or a lower price tag. But as you can see, the H&M ones, I chose them in this powdery pink color because I love everything pastel and cream and white, especially for spring summer. And then the Castaner, I went for the ivory color or cream color, but officially it's called ivory, which also goes with everything in summer in all of my outfits. And also for the size, to quickly tell you, both are 38. This is my usual size for shoes. So I would say for H&M and Castaner, totally go for the size that you are usually. For the heel height, if I just compare it very quickly, the Carina 60, it's around 6 centimeter height for the heel. And this one, I'm not sure how much it is, but I think it's pretty similar to 6 centimeter. It's maybe just a tiny bit higher than the Castaners, but just a little bit in case. Other than this, finally, the last little thing I can mention about the style of these two shoes is that right here you have just a simple little band around your ankle to close the shoe, whilst here you have the very famous and popular ribbons that you tie around your ankle. I'll put a few close-ups or also some pictures from my Instagram to show you how it looks actually, but here you just wrap it or tie it around your ankle, and yeah, I think you can turn it like twice or 3 times around your ankle, and this is the way you close basically your shoe to make sure it doesn't fall off, obviously. So very similar styles. This is why overall I definitely say this is the dupe of the Castaner wedges. This retails for 30 euros, which is around 35 US dollars. The conversion is maybe not exact. I encourage you to go check it out in the links below so you can really see the prices, but this is overall how much it's worth. And then the Castaner, I paid them 95 euros, which is around 110 US dollars. So as you can see, there's around $70 or euros difference between both, which is quite a lot. lot, and this is why today I really wanted to give you a bit my own recommendation and thoughts on these shoes. So style-wise, as we saw, they're very similar, nothing else to say about that. Perhaps you prefer the ribbon on the shoe, so obviously you'll go with Castaner right away, or perhaps you just like the little band around the ankle, so obviously you'll go for the H&Ms. Personally, me, if we go into the style and how it looks on you, I think it's more flattering, the one with the ribbon, but I know a lot of people who prefer this one because it's a bit more delicate, because here obviously the ribbon is like pretty thick, to be honest, and it's around your ankle, so it looks a bit not so elegant, but at the same time I think it's very chic too and very summery. So that's just the main difference, I think, in terms of the style. But the thing that might be really interesting for you is the comfort of these shoes. So let's get going and talk about comfort. Comfort is key for shoes, and especially for me, because whenever I buy shoes I want to be able to walk a lot in them for long hours, wear them when it's like super hot outside, wear them when I'm running around in Geneva to, you know, meet clients, or when I'm in Milan for a whole day walking everywhere. And by the way, if you haven't seen that vlog, I will link it around the screen. It's a very cool vlog, and I wear actually my little Castagners during the whole trip, so you get to see me styling them a little bit in the vlog. Thankfully for today's video, these ones, the H&M ones, I've worn them for a whole summer in 2019 when I was going to university in Milan, so I wore them for long hours, not necessarily walking, but in hot weather, and walking quite a bit anyways. And then the Castaner wedges, I wore them during Milan, as I said, during my vlog, so I was walking really like without stopping for like hours. It was so hot. I wore them also around here when it's so hot. So I really am able to compare them in terms of comfort. The very first thing I have to say for the Castaner wedges that is a big positive point for me is that they are extremely well done. We know that Castaner is specialized in espadrilles wedges. They're super known for that, and this is probably why I think they're so comfortable. They have this little cushion right here, like it's actually very nice. You can press on it, it feels like a little cushion. This is what the H&M does not have. Here it's really not so soft as the Castaners. Like this is pretty hard, but this here is really soft. And honestly, the first time I wore those, the Castaner ones, it's the first thing I really felt on my foot or on my feet. It felt as if I was walking on a cloud or something. It was so nice and very easy to walk in, super comfortable. Whilst the H&M ones, it does feel like you're walking on wood or something. To be honest, they're not so comfortable in terms of that, unfortunately. What makes them comfortable, the H&Ms, is that the heel is not very high, but we'll get into that after. So yeah, the cushiony little part right here of the Castaner is what makes them so comfy, and this is why I didn't suffer at all when I was wearing them for long hours walking in Milan a few weeks ago. I was so comfortable in these shoes. To quickly also tell you, this part of the shoe is cotton canvas, and the H&M ones is polyester. Obviously, it's not the same price tag, so this is also what to expect. To me, it didn't really bother me, even if it's hot outside. I don't feel like the polyester is annoying, so I won't even mention that as a con for any of the shoes. I would say that for now, the big thing you need to keep in mind is the little cushion right here that doesn't exist in the H&M, but that exists in the Castaner wedges, because they made sure the shoe had to be super comfortable. Then if we talk about the ribbon or the little band around the ankle, this is another thing that I really want to talk about to you guys to compare both shoes. Because on one side you have a lovely ribbon that you tie around your ankle, and that is really signature of Castaner wedges, and on the other side you have the H&M ones that have just a simple closure, like a little band. You don't have to worry too much, your foot won't necessarily fall out of the shoe. However, I do have to say that this one, the H&M one, once you close it, you don't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, these ones, the Castaner ones, even if you really tie the ribbon a lot and do a nice little knot at the back, it risks to fall off. Like mine has untied many times in Milan and when I was in Geneva walking everywhere. It's very annoying because you really have to stop and tie them again and tie them well. You need to take time to tie these. It takes a minute, you know, obviously just 1 or 2 minutes, but it takes a minute to tie this, whilst these ones are super fast. You just like close this thing and you're done. That's just the downside as well of the Castaner, but at the same time, to me, it's really what made me love the Castaner. I love the ribbon around the ankle much more more than this little part in the H&M ones. So to me, even if it takes a bit more time to tie them, even though sometimes I need to check that they're fine and the knot is still there and they're not untied, to me, whatever, it's the little price to pay because they look very stylish. So yeah, these are really the two things that I can compare, because otherwise the shoes are very, very similar in terms of style, in terms of the height of the heel. Everything is so similar that it's very hard for me to compare anything else but the comfort through, you know, thanks to the cushion and the ribbon part or the little band right here. But yeah, so overall, honestly, maybe another thing I can really quickly say, the Castaner are heavier than the H&M. It feels like there's more work into the Castaner and more material, so it makes them a bit heavier. But to be honest, since they're so comfortable, when you walk, you're not gonna feel that too much. Even my father told me like, oh, you walk weird with your H&M, but you walk super well with Castaner. It's because the H&Ms are just not as comfortable. And honestly, I love my H&M ones. Before knowing Castaners, or before having Castaner ones, I love them to death and I would have recommended them to you so much, and I still do recommend them to you. But obviously, once you try those, you can't go back to that easily. Like, I haven't worn those much yet because I just can't get rid of these ones. They're my favorites now. But anyways, so yeah, so overall, just to quickly give you also my own opinion and recommendation, obviously it all depends on your budget and how much you would like to put into wedges. If you're someone who wears, you know, espadrilles or wedges often and it's really your go-to shoe for spring, summer, I would say splurge and go for Castaners because you're not gonna regret it. They're so comfy and pretty, so definitely recommend those. Otherwise, if you know, you don't have much of a budget, then the dupes that are the H&M ones will be awesome. Just keep in mind they're not the most comfortable, so you might not be able to walk hours on end wearing those, but they're still very good anyways for H&M, you know. And obviously, if you're not a big fan of wedges, but you still want to have a pair and you don't want to put too much money in it, then obviously this dupe is awesome. But yeah, so me, 100% I am gonna say Castaner all the way, but I'm very, very happy that I wore these ones so often, the H&M, because they're the best dupes out there in my opinion. I love these wedges so much and I still have them. I tell you, after 2.5 years nearly now, I still have them, so they're very worth it as well. So you can find all the links below to the two shoes, and I'm gonna also put the different colors they come in, because the H&M ones, they also come in black and the Castaner come in black and a lot of other colors, so I will link all the links below. You just have to click and buy if you're interested, of course. So comment below which one you prefer on me or on yourself, which one you would like to get or which one you have. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as I always say, I will see you next week in my next video. Bye everyone!